Is this the beginning of a huge, huge domino effect? First, we had the Bell Hotel in Epping, and now we have got the Park Hotel in Diss about to close its doors for good to migrants after the Conservative-run South Norfolk District Council has given a legal threat to the Home Office. This is huge. Let's take a look at some of the details. This is one of the photos of the 4-star hotel. It is not bad at all. Here's a photo of one of the bathrooms. Looks pretty swanky to me. I don't know about you guys, but looks a bit nicer than what I have got at home. Let's take a look at all the details, but before we get into it, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below for more news updates. So the Home Office has told South Norfolk District Council it's going to stop using the Park Hotel in Diss for asylum seeker accommodation after the district threatened to use planning rules to prevent changes to its use. And don't forget, it was mostly planning rules that were the reason why the Epping Forest District Council was granted the injunction to close the Bell Hotel. Let me just explain this for you folks. A hotel, when it comes to planning, is considered to be a place where people can come and stay on a very short-term basis, and the place has to be open for anybody and everybody to book. Anybody from any background, any height, any skin colour, any gender. That is what the law says, else you're in breach of the Equality Act, I understand, if you do not allow anybody to book. If you say only migrants can stay here, normal members of the public cannot book, that is an issue in terms of the planning, and also because the migrants are staying there on more than a short-term basis, that is also an issue, and hence the courts gave that injunction to the Epping Forest District Council, and everyone else wants to follow suit now. So you have had the Conservative-run South Norfolk District Council say to the Home Office, we're making a legal threat. We are going to take legal action against this hotel if you do not close it down. And the Home Office, they've decided they don't want the trouble of the court case, and they're going to close it. So the Park Hotel in Diss has been used as accommodation for families, women, and children since 2023. But earlier this summer, the Home Office told the council it had decided to use the hotel for single adult men instead. And it sounds like in this area, the locals really did not have much concern whatsoever about women and children staying there. They're saying, and we'll show you the quote from the leader of the council in just a moment, but they're saying the women and children, they were actually making an effort to integrate. People were getting along with them. It wasn't an issue. It is the men. You get a load of men together without their women and kids with them, with nothing to do. They go around the town in gangs. I'm not saying all of them do this, but some of them do. They go around the town in gangs, they get up to no good, boys being boys, and of course many of them come from countries with different views as to how we treat and look at women. They'll go and they'll, inappropriately be looking at schoolgirls and whatnot on the street corner. It's very, very different, a hotel full of single adult men, than a hotel of women and children. So the Home Office initially said it was going to press ahead with its plan, but then the district offered to threaten to use planning rules, which we've spoken about, and they wanted to limit the use of the hotel to family accommodation only. So a little bit different to the Epping case where we've had this. Well, in Epping they did have it changed from families to single adult men, but I don't think that part of it came into the legal battle in Epping, so I'm not sure if the legality of this is exactly the same as Epping, but I very much get the impression this has been sparked by the Epping situation. But the council has been told by the Home Office it's just going to stop using the property altogether. My understanding is that they've said when it comes to the end of the contract, and I'm not clear exactly when that contract ends, but I get the impression it is soon. Let's take a look at what the Conservative Council leader had to say. He says, this is Daniel Elmer, Conservative. The council had to make a stand to support the women and children and our local community, and that's exactly what we did. Although I welcome the decision, in reality it does mean the women and children who we fought so hard to protect will now be moved elsewhere, and that is a shame. South Norfolk and Diss in particular has always opened its arms to people in need, and that's something that should make us all very proud. So it's interesting the approach being taken here by the Conservative leader of the council, in that they are happy They are actually perfectly happy for the migrant hotel to be there. In fact, they want the hotel to be there taking care of the women and children that were staying there. They just do not want it filled with single adult men. They do not want the women and children that apparently have been integrating and have been behaving to be kicked out. Those women and children, they're going to go somewhere. This is an interesting case. But the Home Office, after this legal threat, they've just said, you know what? Just end it. Just end it. We're just going to close this place. Very, very interesting. Now that 2 councils have been able to get the single adult men at least kicked out or about to be kicked out of their hotels, I think we can imagine there's going to be quite the domino effect. We've had plenty of councils announcing that they intend to do this. Let's see what happens over the following few weeks. It's going to be interesting, and make sure you hit subscribe down below and also the notification bell so that when there are new updates on the migrant story and any other story, you know what's going on. I'm Chloe Dobbs. Thank you for watching.